Wow. Bonjour, good morning, good morning. Today is Monday, June 16. Today's Monday. I thought it could be nice to bring you in a day with me. I think it could be fun to show you a little bit my life here. To start with that, so I moved to Sweden August 23, almost 3 years ago. I moved here to do my master's degree. Take your degree seriously. Maybe I was the only one not taking it very seriously. I really enjoyed it and I'm very sorry, but not because I didn't care. I wanted to have professional experience and also make myself a cup of coffee. So before Sweden, I've been living in Ireland for 6 months. To me, family truly matters. So I wanted to be somewhere close. Well, then you should go to the Nordics. Also, coming from Italy, we have a perception of the Nordic countries, a lot of opportunities, safetyness, and they all speak English, kind of. University is free. Like, if university is free, then I only have to pay my rent. It's perfect, let's go. I really never considered other countries for some reason. Like, I don't know how to explain, but it has been basically, Sweden, out of the blue. Like, I never been to Sweden before, so gotta admit that. Perfect. Didn't know anyone. I was just like, but the reality is a bit different. Sweden is not the same as it was 15, 20 years ago. Before criticizing Sweden, I also want to say something. I'm so grateful for this country. It gave me a lot. It made me learn so many things about myself, about the society, about perspectives. I'm forever grateful to this city and this country because I literally had the time of my life here. I don't know what's gonna happen next, so I'm looking for a job right now. And of course, I'm not only looking for Stockholm, but I'm actually looking elsewhere as well. There is a small chance for me to move out of this country soon, and it's literally like causing me a lot of stress. I like Sweden, I like Swedish people, and I love the people I met here, like my circle. Even this, it would be painful for me. Going back to Sweden, every BRF, which is basically the building where there are several apartments. So in every building, like residential building, there is a common tvättstuga, which is a common laundry room. You just bring your clothes, you book a time, and you do your laundries. So you have a few hours that you can spend washing your clothes. I booked my time today from 12 to 5 because tomorrow I'm going to Italy. So here is the entrance, and here is this that you pick the day. Today is the 15th. I'm the number 19, so with the key. I just locked this time. It's a very old way to do bookings. And this is the room. So we have 2 dryers, 2 washing machines. And we have this dryer that you basically hang your clothes. Fancy, but I think it's a very cool idea. Oh, she's going around. So as you saw, the tvättstuga is such a Swedish concept. Personally, still find it a bit weird because I really like to wash my own clothes in my own washing machine. Going back to my story, so I moved to Sweden. At the beginning, it was fairly easy. You meet a lot of international, but socializing here is way more difficult than other countries. For example, when I moved to Ireland, I met my friends. The first week I was there, I was like with this big group of friends. We had a lot of fun together. Here, it wasn't the same. I did meet few people at the beginning, but it wasn't like that big of a group that I had in Ireland. International people stay with international people mostly, unless you have like a boyfriend, a friend who's Swedish that introduces you to his Swedish word. But also it's true that you can meet a lot of Swedish speaking people at university, for example, but all of them have a long-standing friendship since high school, and they're like a very close circle. International people stay with international people, and Swedish people stay with Swedish people, basically. I got in a relationship with a Swede. There, things got easier. Now I have a lot of Swedish people in my circle as well. Society is very not open, and people are not very keen to meet new people. But Swedish people are extremely polite. If you need anything, they're gonna be so kind, and they're never gonna openly dislike you. This was something that somehow I both admire and I criticize a lot. I come from a country where it's very clear if I don't like you. While here, maybe people are very kind and generous to you, but then actually low-key hating you, or they don't like you, but you're never gonna know. So at first I thought everyone was so kind, and so turned out when I started learning Swedish and learning like social rules, social codes, non-verbal communication in Swedish, then I understood that people were pissed at me sometimes. Moving here, I was also single. It's true, like Swedes are extremely good looking, but dating life has been a nightmare for me. I was going to these very meaningless dates, and they don't really into deep connections. They don't really need another person to build their own life. like coming from a country where you can do things if you're into, like Italy, it was very like, weird for me. Maybe I can do a video about that. I had very high expectations moving to this country. Like I was expecting to have opportunities at any point, but also Sweden is facing recession, so the job market is quite dysfunctional at the moment, and then they're also facing a lot of problems with gang-related violence. I want to make a statement here. Not anti-immigration, never going to be anti-immigration. I think without immigration, Europe wouldn't exist by now. So, but I think Sweden had a very wrong method to welcome people in. The problem here are not the poor immigrants, but how they've been managed. Second generation Swedes created a lot of identity struggles, also turned into be like violence. I mean, now I think things are better, but there's a lot of polarization around social tension, and I'm an immigrant after all. I don't come from a third world country. I come from Europe, so it's a bit different. 5 minutes ago, we were sitting outside with sun. Now it's raining. I'll finish my coffee first and then I would do my hair, my skincare. When I was in high school, I was actually posting videos on YouTube about makeup, but I stopped because one guy at school was kind of like bullying me, and I never started again until this year. That is one of the things I regret the most, giving that importance to a guy that I actually don't even remember his name now. I don't think there's a lot of awareness on how negative comments can affect others people's health. Like I felt so I don't know how to explain, uncomfortable, that's the word, until the point that I just deleted everything. I met my first ever boyfriend. Like, you have no idea, I was so into this guy. But I remember we were in a school trip and my classmates, they were actually making fun of me because of these videos. Let me tell you, that wasn't fine. I never really understood how bad it was. With this air dryer, 5 minutes, it takes 5 minutes. The reason why I opened this channel in English is because I didn't want them to be somehow affected. Like, I don't want people back home to know that I'm actually doing this. And if you speak in English and if you set your region to Sweden, then the chances for them to see your videos are like way lower. Since I was a kid, I actually film myself because it was my hobby, my way to escape from the reality, and I was so afraid of being judged. And now I'm just like, hey, it's my life. And that was probably my biggest regret. Like, I don't mean to find a job out of this hobby. I don't care who's gonna see my videos or not. It to me is something just to get out of my chest. And then maybe in a couple of years, I will look at this video and it's like, wow, I was in this spot and look where I am after 2 years as a person, as my career or whatever. If you have a dream, just pursue it. Do not care about what other people may think, what your family can think, what is like wrong or right for you. Like, you know what's best for you. So follow that dream as long as it's legal. At the end of the day, it's your life. You decide. You're the main character, not someone else's opinion. And usually people who actually criticize you for your choices are usually the people who are not happy with their lives. So the people that judge you are always behind your back, not in front of you. Little update, is pouring, so me and my friend, we canceled. So I'm doing a little bit of job related stuff. Who wants to go out with this weather? Completely forgot to vlog yesterday. Let's make this video 2 days video. Yesterday at the end I didn't go out with my friend because the weather was awful, but this morning it's just as awful. I'm going to Italy. There are 40 degrees there, sun. Okay, can we talk about the World Cup? Okay, first of all, Italy's out. Hello? Actually embarrassing. They didn't even qualify. In 10 minutes, my friend is coming here. Everything has been packed. I will now change my clothes, so I'm ready to go. This is the outfit. Ow! I arrived here in Italy, but I completely forgot to film. If you have seen my previous vlog, I was like filming a week in my life. Like, I basically did only film moments where I had nothing to do, kind of. Whereas when there were like interesting things, I never filmed them. I'm not the kind of girl that whenever there's something cool happening, I need to film and capture that moment. I mean, sometimes I do. Yeah, whenever I want to post something cool, I never have it. Like, I didn't have a closing for this video. Probably this is the first time I opened up a little bit about myself, of things, and also I told you a little bit about Sweden. So I'm very glad of the content that I put together. So thank you so much for watching. Maybe I will do more videos about the topics I touched upon. I'll see you soon with more contents. Okay, bye.